Hi, this is Takashi from Jazz Lab Japan. Today I want to talk about the overlooked greatness of Blue Note Reissues by Toshiba EMI in the mid 80's. I already talked about the mid 80's Blue Note Reissues by Toshiba EMI, and the pressing quality, sound quality are really superb, and I just feel sad that some of the jazz collectors outside of Japan, I see them talking about those mid 80's reissues by Toshiba, saying that they don't sound dynamic. The low is not that sounding or something like that, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with that statement that the mid 80's Toshiba EMI Blue Note reissues are not sounding dynamic. They are dynamic. Yeah, of course. If you look at the clarity, of course, because of the master tape that they used, you cannot beat the US pressings, even the later pressings like Blue Note UA or Liberty, pressings. Yeah, the clarity is there because of the master tape that they used. But if you look at the pressing quality and the overall sound quality, the balancing, Toshiba EMI mid 80's reissues are good, very good. Yeah, I just feel, comfortable, listening to them. Of course, the King ones are also great. But at the same time, the mid 80's Blue Note Toshiba EMI reissues are great. And I just talked about that kind of thing, in the video that I posted maybe sometime in the last year. Yeah, they're great. And I just want to add that, on top of that statement that I talked about last time. There is another element which I think mid 80's Blue Note reissues Toshiba EMI did, which I think great, is that they reissued many titles in the BNJ series and also the BLP series. They reissued many titles, really many. Yeah, I don't know how many. I cannot recall them. All of them. Yeah, King Record GXK maybe. There are many, but it's not that many as Blue Note reissues by Toshiba in the mid 80's did. There are many, and also among them, there are many titles which I think are rare. The only reissue available in that mid 80's reissues, Blue Note reissues, by Toshiba EMI. There are many titles like that. I just got some of them. Like, what about this one? Joyride, Stanley Turrentine. Yes, this is BNJ in the mid 80's. This title is, I think it's rare. And this is the only available reissue of this title in Japan. I don't know about the other countries. Yeah, but maybe if you look at the other countries as well, this Joyride is rare. Yeah, this is the only available reissue of this title in the mid 80's. In Japan. And what about this one? Yes, this is the Grachan Moncur III Evolution. Yes, Grachan Moncur III, I think, is one of the underrated jazz musicians. He's a trombone player, and maybe it's not that popular, but I think this album is great. Yes, if you look at the members, Lee Morgan, Jackie McLean, Bobby Hutcherson, Bob Cranshaw, Tony Williams on drums. Great, right? great jazz musicians, legendary musicians, and the session itself is great, really good. But I don't know why King Record and Toshiba EMI in the later years, and maybe the earlier years, LNJ, they didn't reissue this title, and King Record never reissued this title, and Toshiba EMI in the later years, 90s, they never reissued this title. I don't know. This is the only available reissue of this title. Yeah. And what about this one? Yes, this is the Joe Henderson Our Thing. Yeah, Joe Henderson is a popular, saxophonist. But, this title is kind of rare, and the same as the other titles that I showed you right now. This is the only available reissue of this title here in Japan. Yeah, BNJ series in the mid-80s by Toshiba EMI. Yeah, and as you know, Kenny Dorham on trumpet, Andrew Hill on piano, and Eddie Kahn on bass, and Pete LaRocca on drums. What a members, and the session itself is great. But as I said, this is the only available reissue of this title here in Japan by Toshiba in the mid-80s. So, as I said at the beginning, those mid-80s reissues by Toshiba EMI, I think they're great. Yeah, because there are many titles which are the only available of those titles reissued here in Japan. Yes. So they reissued many kind of rare titles. Yeah, in that era, in the mid-80s. And of course, the pressing quality, sound quality are just amazing, superb. Yeah. I just wanted to talk about this thing, the mid-80s Blue Note reissues by Toshiba. Yeah, they are great. And I don't agree with the people saying that, those mid-80s Blue Note reissues are not sounding good. They are good. Yeah, let me tell you and reiterate again. Yes, that's it for today. I hope you like it. And lastly, I always keep saying, just continue to stay safe, healthy, and be connected with the music we love, jazz. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.